Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Son, hey, I'm gun. 13, Lou! Here we go.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And the defense making a play on this opening series. That one is knocked away, and that brings up 3rd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Hey, Ron! Hey, go. 11. 30 left.
3rd and long for him here. That one's good to McConkey. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Hey.
Henderson here from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field goal. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Red on red.
Shane on the ground here with Henderson. And he takes it just inside, down to the 39. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger. Check. Here we go, son.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Lawrence with it on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
This is Henderson on second down. Has some room to work. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. This is ahead for about 5. Ashton Gelati driving in there for the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Got a man. It's Drake London. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Another one here to London. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Hall. Rob flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's completed out to the right. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Get up! Rig alert! Rig alert! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And he'll pull. He's way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Cougar 19! Ready!
They'll run here. It's Hall. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Hall gets it again on 2nd down. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here off their down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Here we go. Here's 79 Broncos. Cowboy 80. Go.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. He takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Turn, this is hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down. Now Lawrence. That's incomplete left side. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
On red. Son, this is hot. Hey, kill.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Leads in his park partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, Soko, so hot. Hey, kill. Hey, I'm gun. Sink right.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense lets that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
It's Henderson on the give. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. Good 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Danger. Dot. 13, Lou. Go. 11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Route. Soko, so hot. 11, Agate.
From the shotgun, Lawrence hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Stop. Hey, kill.
Going on 1st down, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Oronde Gadsden.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this.
9-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Rocco switch. Hey.
A handoff for Henderson, running left. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Fred on red. Here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Darius Davis to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Sanders. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Bob. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go now. 19 Lions.
Sanders now on third down. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One last play before the break.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
One final shot before the half. Look at this first play, and he's going for it. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They start the half with a give to Hall. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Go street.
Here's Hall once more. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
On the jump.
Cards bringing out an extra DB on third down.
Hot 70, hot 70. 19, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
With Sanders out of the pistol. This connects with Schultz. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here comes Hall. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Ready? Dragon 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. Warrior 70. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Go, go. 11, again.
First down throw, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Hey, run. Hey, Ginger, time.
Once again here, second and 10. Get some space around midfield. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. Third down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Rip, 23. Hey, Ginger. Done. Great job. Hey, I'm gun. It's hot. Take right, open.
31, Lawrence to throw. That one's good to McConkey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
First and 10
Let's go.
at the 33-yard line.
Son, it's hot. Silver.
The give now to Henderson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Hey, Soko, it's a hot check. Panther. It's hot.
Sticking with Henderson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Soko, it's hot. 13, Luke.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. Holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. This one from 47 yards away. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Ready?
They'll go play action for Sanders. He's reeled in downfield by Schultz. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Ready?
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Top ball 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
On the set.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneer. Steady.
Looking to throw on third and 1. This connects with Higgins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So first down from the 41.
Ready.
Ball takes it straight ahead. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ready.
They run. Here's Hall. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up.
Here we go. 19 strike. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Press all 80. Press.
Running this with Hall. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cut 19. Cut 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Looking to throw. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Ready up.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. 19 Lions. Ready.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks come through to tie it in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10.
On the red.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals trail by just 1.
At the 45-yard line.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Red on red. All right, here we go. Tomato. Right. Take right open.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing the out route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Silver.
They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
offense there. Kate went heavy with that 13 personnel. One back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
30 left. Here we go.
Setting up to pass. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop that clock. So they could still win it with a field goal or a touchdown, Brock. It's going to be second down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Rip.
And off headed left. Henderson ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
Right, let's go. Hey, danger, tag.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Hey, go.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Now a timeout with only 3 seconds left with, you'd all assume, right, a game-winning try on its way. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his first season. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. That one is good! And the rookie nails the game winner. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.